What's up, guys? It's Justin Yanagita with yanagitafitness.com, and today I wanted to give you guys 3 tips that'll help you guys to have a guilt-free Thanksgiving, guys, because who doesn't love Thanksgiving? It's one of the best holidays where you get a lot of food and you get a lot of time with friends and family, right? So a lot of people ask me, what do I do to not be guilty or to screw up my diet or not to go overboard? And especially if you have a Thanksgiving with a lot of home-cooked meals, home-cooked dishes, stuff like that, it's hard. Some cultures, it's hard to say no, or it's impolite to say no, so I totally understand. So what you want to go about is, number 1 is just exercise, guys. You just want to get some sort of activity. It could be a hike that day. It could be just taking your dog to a walk. But ideally, you want to do something that's high-intensity interval in nature or high-intensity training, such as strength training, a Tabata circuit with kettlebells, body weights combined, or anything like that would be very good for stimulating your metabolism. And you'll get that afterburn effect, which will burn a lot of calories in the next 24, 36 hours after you exercise. That's what you want. So a Tabata circuit you could do at home, real simple. You could do mix up bodyweight squats, bodyweight lunges, jumping jacks, some high knees, and then throw on some push-ups, probably some blackbirds, maybe some mountain climbers, and some straight leg raises. Just do those exercises, 20 seconds each, voila. And depending on your fitness level, repeat that 1 or 2, 3 times. And so that's rule number 1, guys. Just make sure you get some sort of exercise, and if you are elderly or if you have a lot of injuries or anything like that, just walk for 30 minutes, walk your dog, go for a hike, go to the beach, whatever. Just do some sort of activity that gets the blood flowing, guys. So tip number 2 is to just eat normally throughout the day, guys. The number 1 mistake people do is they'll follow some sort of like starvation plan, right? I mean, I'm all for intermittent fasting, but if you've never done fasting before and all of a sudden you're going to say, I'm going to do fasting on Thanksgiving, that's a very bad idea. That can actually lead to binge habits. I'm not talking about those who are good at fasting and have been intermittent fasting for a while, but this is for those who have not done it and think, I'm going to just not eat for 20 hours and just binge at Thanksgiving. That's the wrong way to approach it, guys. So if you're typically eating breakfast and lunch, just stick to a normal, healthy breakfast and lunch. So like stick with your eggs, your chicken salads, your stir fries, your fish, your avocados, your fruits. Stick with things like that. Keep your carbohydrate, I would suggest to keep your carbohydrate and fats low throughout the day. So that way you have this huge buffer that you can consume before even spilling over that day's calories. Now, let's say you do go over, which most likely going to happen, right? Because even if you don't follow your nutrition plan to a T, don't worry. Remember, guys, it requires 3,500 calories for 1 pound of pure fat. So if you follow these first 2 tips, tip number 3 is to just eat and not feel guilty. So if you follow those first 2 tips, to actually even gain 1 pound of pure fat, depending on your size and stature and activity level, you would have to consume anywhere from 4,500 to 5,000 plus calories that night, that one single dinner, which is possible, but that's to gain 1 pound of pure fat. 1 pound, right? And that's if you massively overdo it. You go for the double plates on the food. You go for the triple stacker. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you go for half the whole pie instead of having a slice. You go for the half thing. So that's the thing. That's it, guys. That's the 3 tips. Exercise. Make sure you just stick to your normal eating habits during the day. Maybe cut back a little bit on the carbohydrates so you have more leeway at night for your feast. And number 3, just don't feel guilty, guys. It's just once a year, and it shouldn't be a day where you feel like, oh, I gotta restrict myself. And unless you're that 1% who have some sort of competition, for the 99% out there, yeah, don't feel bad anything about it. Just go out. You'll be fine. You'll burn off the the extra glycogen will actually fuel your next few workouts. You'll feel freaking amazing. You'll probably set PRs, you'll set rep PR, whatever you're doing. So take advantage of it, exercise, eat normally, and don't feel guilty. That's the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, if this helps, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks.